Oh, hey there. Alright everybody, today we're making soft pretzels, so we're starting off with your normal dough ingredients with the addition of some baking soda. We're going to get things started here with 250 grams of warm water, 10 grams of brown sugar, 1 packet of Active Dry Yeast. We're going to give that the mandatory finger twirl here. While we let that bloom, we're going to mix 400 grams of double O flour with 10 grams of salt, which I already did. If you don't have any double O flour laying around, don't worry, any type of flour is going to work for this. Once your yeast is bloomed, add about half of your flour to the mixer on medium speed. Then slowly start to add the rest of the flour until it's all incorporated. We're going to keep mixing this for about 10 minutes until it forms into a ball. And in true form, about halfway through, you're going to realize you forgot to add the butter, so add 2 ounces of butter now. Well, preferably at the beginning, but now. But after about 10 minutes, when you notice that all your ingredients are well incorporated and your dough's looking smoother, it's time to dump this out on a lightly floured work surface where we're going to knead it for another 5 to 10 minutes until it gets even smoother and more elastic. And we're really going to throw some muscle behind this kneading, so don't forget to secure your board with a wet towel. This also only took me about half of the time to realize. But by the time you're done, you should have a nice, smooth, elastic dough in your hands, and it's time to roll that into a ball. And we're going to put that into a lightly oiled bowl, and we're going to put it somewhere warm to proof for exactly 1 hour, or until it's doubled in size. Also, don't forget to cover that with some plastic wrap. We don't want the surface getting all crusty on us. Once it's done proofing and it's doubled in size, it's time to divide this up. This recipe is good for 8 medium soft pretzels. So start by dividing this into 8 little rectangles, and then we're going to roll from the inside out until it's about 2 feet long. Now that you have your dough rope, we're going to shape the pretzels. You're going to fold one end over the other, you're going to do it again, and then you're going to bring that all back to the base. Make sure you press those ends into the base and make sure there's no seams. Then just kind of shape it until you have something that looks like a pretzel. Now we're just going to do that for the remaining 7, and if they don't look perfect, don't sweat it. We're just making pretzels. Have some fun with it. Make some pretzel knots, do a few twists, jump rope with it. Regardless, it's going to be delicious, so don't worry. Now that all of our pretzels are formed, we're going to not so carefully add about a half cup of baking soda to some boiling water and quickly panic. Okay, now we're going to carefully add the rest of that half cup of baking soda to the water. Make sure that's all mixed up, and we're going to start placing our pretzels in one by one. We're going to let that boil on the first side for about 30 seconds before we flip it on over. And if you don't know how to simply flip something over in water, lucky for you, we have the spatula cam. Pretty cool, right? Anyways, once that's boiled for about 30 seconds on the other side, we're going to take that out of the water and put it on a lined baking tray. Now you're just going to keep doing the exact same thing with the other 7 pretzels, just making sure to flip after about 30 seconds for each one. And from time to time, it doesn't hurt to admire your pretzel making skills. Okay, maybe it does. But when you're all done cleaning up the Chernobyl of pretzel making, we're going to hit this with an egg wash, which is just 1 egg and a splash of water all mixed up. Then we're just going to cover the pretzels with all that egg wash with a soft brush. And of course, what's a good pretzel without some salt? I prefer some good flaky finishing salt, but honestly use whatever floats your boat. Now pop those into a 450-degree oven until they come out looking like this, about 20 to 25 minutes. And if you can ignore my swimsuit sporting roommate in the back waiting for his allocated pretzel, you'll notice that these came out beautifully golden brown and nice and fluffy. I mean really, I've had a lot of good pretzels in my day, but I really do think these take the cake. There's really nothing like a good pretzel straight out of the oven. But you know what'll make this even better? Grab some beer cheese sauce that's laying around. And you may be thinking, I don't have any beer cheese sauce laying around. Well, you should, exactly for this reason. But thanks for watching, everybody. Give it a try, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.